Now the next step is, away from any painted surfaces of the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and remove the cap here of our resin tube, and we're going to cut it open so the resin can flow. Doesn't need to be a super big hole because all this needs to be able to fit into the pedestal. So make sure you give it plenty of stem so it can still fit in there and seal properly. Now we're going to go back to our windshield and move on to the following step. Now back here at the windshield, we're going to go ahead and take our resin tube, fit it into the pedestal here. See, you don't want to cut off too much of that stem because you need it to fit and seal in there. Now we're going to go ahead and fill up the pedestal with some of the resin. Not all of it, because we're going to need some of the resin left over. But we do want to give it a good amount to be able to fit in there well. And now we're not going to throw our resin away. We need to keep this because it's going to be a following step. Go ahead and wipe off any remaining resin so it doesn't harden on you. And now we're going to move on to the next step. We're going to take our plunger and make sure the plunger is seated all the way in to the bottom here. And make sure your spring clip is still in place here. And firmly twist this into the pedestal here. Make sure she locks in well. There we go. And make sure your spring clip is lined up with the notches here. You see there's notches on the syringe. Now firmly twist this in, make sure it locks. Now pull this back while holding it in with the other hand, all the way to that most bottom notch there, and put your spring clip in place. Now that will hold it in place and provide that vacuum force that we need to get the resin to start seeding in to the actual area there. It sucks it in and basically pulls it into all the little cracks, and then we're going to provide positive pressure later on to push it all down in. Now we just have to let it sit for about 10 minutes. Alrighty, let's take a quick break from our seat repair project here to finish our windshield project. Now the next step you're going to do is you're actually going to lift this up a little bit. You hear that? That allows air to come in. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put this back, get your spring clip out of the way here, and now you're going to depress this down to that first notch and lock it in. You see how the spring clip holds it in? You see how it kicked back? So we're putting positive pressure now onto the resin there to drive it in to all the little cracks and into all the little layers. Now from this point, we're going to have to let it sit for 20 minutes and then come back for the following step. Let's go back to our seat project.